Hey YouTube! Hello all of you who have been watching my videos, and thank you very much for watching them and commenting on them, and welcome if you are new to my videos. What I'm doing is I'm just sharing my advice. I'm not claiming to be a super guru and expert. I know that hardly anyone is, even after years of studying something. There's always something that we can learn. So here I am just sharing my experience, and it's about the Atkins diet, and specifically the induction phase, because there are many people who would like to try a low carb diet, but they don't necessarily have to do the Atkins diet. But there are some numbers and figures from research that kind of help along the way, and I've been trying it out for several weeks. I've dropped in and out, so you could say because of cheating, but I also just tried out to see how my body reacts on certain things, and I just tried out the specs. So in my experience, these are the things that really work for me, so you might want to try it out. Some questions about the induction phase could be, the three main questions would be: how much fat should I eat, how many carbs should I take per day, and how many calories should I intake per day. So I'll start with the first question: is how much fat should I be eating especially we're talking about the induction phase. So a rough rule of thumb, and you can find this if you want to look for more, I suggest you go to the Atkins website resources. But one rule of thumb on a low carb diet concerning the fat intake would be to, when you fry something, just put enough oil that your food doesn't stick. When you making a dressing, use 1 tablespoon of oil for that dressing, be it a vinaigrette or something. Or you can substitute your fats as well. So if you're using cream in your food, then you can use less oil. And be diverse with the fats that you use. Use butter, animal butter, coconut oil is very good, olive oil, and there are other types of seed oils that you can use for the cooking, but also consuming it raw. And one suggestion is to stay away from hydrogenated fats. In specific, that would be margarine. Stay away from that. Use butter in that case. And to the second question, how many carbs should I be taking on the induction phase? Well, it's recommended the induction phase is based around 20 grams of net carbs per day. I'll get to what net carbs are. So you want to not go over 20 carbs per day. So roughly, concerning the meats and the protein products don't contain carbs. So the carbs you'd be counting are from your vegetables. Say that will be 3 cups of leafy greens. You can spread it throughout the day. Or it would be 2 cups of leafy greens and 1 cup of, say, kale or kale, or what I like to eat is artichokes, olives, things like that. Cucumbers you can eat a lot of. And in the induction phase, it's recommended you stay away from nuts and fruits and sugar. Okay, a lot of people, they like to sweeten their stuff with spirulina. I myself, for the induction phase, I just stay away from sugar itself, because there's also a mental addiction I saw to the term of using sugars and sweeteners and stuff like that. Alright, and the third question you might be asking yourself about the induction phase is: how many calories should I be taking? Well, according to the BMI, body mass index, the human body, depending on male, female, and your body size, each person has a different rate of metabolism. So according to that, the minimum that your body needs to have its organs and cells and brain function are what you need as a minimum of calories. So on a carb-based diet, the FDI recommends about 2,000 calories per day for the average person. If you do sports, it might be more. If you are older, or it might be less, or depending on your body. But just take note that on a fat-based metabolism, when you're in ketosis, your body metabolizes the fat differently. You actually need more calories to metabolize fat. But in the induction phase, the counting calories is really not important. So you really don't have to go and count calories, because what I noticed is eating more fats, I have less hunger. I have less of those cravings. So after a meal, sometimes I actually have to tell myself, oh, I have to eat something now because I'm just not hungry, you know. But so I don't get that hunger burst at a certain point, I feed myself in certain parts of the day. So around 2,000 calories, but you really don't have to count it. Just eat until you feel satisfied, but not stuffed. And so the rule of thumb would be, you know, eat, if you're a little bit hungry, in between, have a little snack. Like I like to give myself some cottage cheese, or a slice of cheese, or cucumber, or any of the leafy green vegetables, for that matter. I make myself a little salad. I think it's okay with the leafy greens to have a little bit more of those, because they really don't have that much carbs. But with other vegetables, there are good sources for carb counters in the web, and you might just want to look at those. Yeah, so that's basically it for, I just wanted to share my experience and my knowledge about the induction phase. I know there's a lot more to it, but these are the main questions I had, and understanding them. Well, I read the literature, and I really try to keep myself on top of these things, because it helps me understand moments where I have problems, or just to think further and beyond the box. But for those of you who just want to really try it out, and are having these questions and wondering why it's not working, maybe you just want to take a look at these things. So how much fat should I eat? Well, just go ahead and, as I said, just eat as much as you need to fry your food, or a tablespoon for your dressings, and just eat until you feel satisfied and not stuffed. You really don't have to count the calories. And the carbs, if you're in the induction phase, try and stay around 20 grams. Don't go beyond 20 grams of carbs per day. And there are interesting recipes. I shared a few of the recipes I've been making in the induction phase, but there are resources out there. I really suggest you go out there and just make yourself knowledgeable about what's there. YouTube is a great place, but still, we're sharing our experience. And take it with a grain of salt. Everything anyone says, even what I say, go out and convince yourself. It's really fun as well. You learn a lot, and that's a very satisfying process in itself. Because I believe, you know, this is not just for losing weight. For some people, the reason why we gain weight is just because we have a wrong mentality, a wrong mindset. You know, it's not just the wrong food we eat. You know, everything starts with our mindset. So, you know, educating yourself in certain things that are beneficial for you is not bad. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. I'll be posting some more of my videos and my progress. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Good luck.